Ready, center.
Yes, ma'am.
On My Life Sports Radio, the final word, Coach. Great to see you. I like the hat.
Good to see you as well.
Good to see you as well. How do you like what's going on the offensive side of the ball right now? I know that defenses sometimes are usually a little further ahead. What do you think about the offensive side of the
We
ball?
have a tremendous offensive coordinator. He's really good at what he does. Finding unique ways to get playmakers the ball, finding ways to get the ball down the field, working on the running game as well, and tight end and try to just get everybody involved. He did a phenomenal job today. I know he set out to show and see a couple things, and we wanted to see if a couple young men could come up with the big plays. And for the most part, we did okay. We did okay.
Hi, Coach. Adam Lister Tiger,
you doing,
24/7
sir?
Sports. We saw Jimmy Horn get his number earlier this week. And
Yeah.
have any other guys gotten their number yet?
I think Travis had his number, I believe, and Coach had his number, right? So one guy on defense, couple guys on offense, but shoot, those two guys, those three guys, they're ballers. Jimmy is a pro, man. You know what Travis is going to be. You know what he already is. Coach has been, he's leading the defensive line room. He works his butt off every day. He understands what we're trying to accomplish, and the kid plays the game like we desire him to play it. So we're very proud of him.
What numbers are they winning?
Their numbers. I didn't mean to be smart, but I thought that was just, I didn't want that to come off wrong, but we're in their numbers.
Hi, Coach.
How you doing?
Good, how are you? We talked to Nick Williams on Wednesday, and he said there's a certain standard players have to reach in order
Yeah.
to earn their numbers.
Yeah.
For you, what does that standard look like?
Consistency. Fighting every play, understanding the offense, not blowing assignments, not busting certain things that we're asking of them, leadership as well. We just really want guys to give it their all. Sometimes we had 10 plays on the script. I may have went 15 because I know some guys is on the verge of shutting it down, and I wanted to see would they actually shut it down. Then I did the same thing with the twos when they came out. So there was a lot of equality out there. It wasn't just picking on this team or this team. I just want to see their capacity of their breaking point. And they did a pretty good job. They didn't quit. They did not quit at all. They may not have given the effort that we desired and the standard that we desired, but they didn't shut it down, which is positive.
Hey, Coach. You obviously you have a lot of players coming from a lot of different places.
Yes.
A lot of coaches from a lot of different places. Mm-hmm. How do you feel like everything's meshing together right now as you guys are trying to build the team?
It's coming. I think that's the name of football, isn't it? Usually college, high school kids come from everywhere. And you go in the portal and you get what you want. You add to your coaching staff to have the best possible staff you can. That means someone's coming from somewhere that you had no idea with a relationship. So we don't care about the continuity. We care about getting players that are smart, tough, fast, disciplined. We need speed. We need speed. We need physicality. We need a desire and a certain want, a certain level of joy. I want guys that love the game, man. I got to see more love of this game. Like, do you understand how beautiful it is here? How wonderful the weather was out there? I mean, how wonderfully manicured the practice fields are? And you don't want to go out there and give it 100? I have a problem with that. I really do. I don't know if you know what sanded sparrows are, but we had sanded sparrows in Florida. That's like a sticky type of thing, that prickly thing that hurts when it grows out of the grass. We was playing on those type of fields, just trying to get it in. And you got a wonderfully golf course manicured field, and you don't want to give it 100. I got a problem with that. We're looking for kids that are going to go 100 when we ain't looking. That's what I want, and that's what we're going to find.
Coach Prime, Alex Ramirez, My Life Sports Radio. He's coming. Happy Easter, sir.
Thank you.
And I wanted to ask you for like the last couple times we've been at the press conference, how are you going to use the altitude and elevation that other teams here in Colorado, professional teams and college teams?
Well, first of all, I got to learn what it is. I need to learn what it is and how it's going to affect us and infect us and help us. I got to learn all that stuff. That wasn't my major. I got to learn what that is and how we can apply that. Man, football is football. I'm not into all that stuff, and I'm not into that. I'm into, you ever notice whoever getting their butt kicked, whoever is getting their butts kicked gets tired? Whoever's winning don't. We saw that today. When the defense was getting their butt kicked, they were tired. When they was winning, they were never tired. That's just football. It's just life. It's just a trick of the darn mind, and we can't fall prey to it.
Hey, Coach.
How you doing,
Tony
sir?
Casolo, Buffalo's Wire. Good to see you again.
See you.
You mentioned not being a fan of the spring break in the middle of the
Mm-hmm.
practices. How do you think the teams responded coming off? The
Well,
break?
I don't even remember when spring break was. Was it a week ago or something like that? I think we're coming back the first couple practices a little sketchy. That's why we never practice on Mondays. Mondays is like a party day for kids, man, because coming from the weekend, you want to get all that foolishness out of them. So we rarely practice on Mondays. We'll go Tuesdays, and so they could understand and get back in the flow mentally as well as physically. I think they've come out of that really well, but we still have some guys don't understand what we want. And we're not going to waver on what we want. We're going to stick to the standard. We got guys out there sitting down. I ain't even been in the darn scrimmage. How you kneeling down? We don't kneel. Guys won't run all the way off the field. That's free. Your effort is free. That's what you can give. That's what you can do. So we blow the whistle. They go back out there. We just got to find the type of kids that are who we are. And we will, expeditiously.
Good afternoon, Coach.
How you doing, sir?
Good. Sir, Sean Keeler, the Denver Post, a two-parter. First one on today. You mentioned about the tough and the physical, the smart. How do you feel that offensive line is coming together, and how important is that going to be for where they want to get to what you want to see?
The team that we're playing with now is not the team that we're going to play with in Texas the first game. Do I need to say any more? It's not going to be that. It's going to be a lot of new faces, a lot of new attitudes, a lot of new understandings, a lot of new wants and desires, and you got to have it. There has to be a sense of urgency. One of the things I talked about at the beginning was don't allow yesterday to cripple you, and then you're fearful of tomorrow, while yet and still you missing today. I don't understand that, but they will.
Second part is his opening day down in Coors Field. Bud Black said hello to you, to a couple of us who
Yes.
remembers pitching against you. What do you remember? I think it was one game in Cincinnati.
I don't remember those guys, man.
There's footage of it, though.
Man, I'm 55. I barely remember what just happened out there.
He
I don't
loves you.
remember. I know his name, and I know he was good. I don't remember. He could be in here right now doing an interview. I wouldn't know. Shoot, every darn pitcher in the big leagues gave me problems, man. So that's what I remember.
You were 2 for 4 against him.
Well, I was all right now. I wasn't good. I was all right. I wasn't garbage. I was all right. Yeah. I remember his name vividly. I do. I don't remember what he had or what stuff he had, but it was such a mental game.
Oh, yeah.
It was so mental. All I do know is the ball used to fly in the Coors Field over there. It used to fly.
You led off for the Reds, and he was pitching for the Giants as a lefty.
Okay.
In July '97. So,
Okay.
there you go.
All right.
Thank you.
I was playing left on left. They played me. It's good. I must have been rolling then.
Hey, Coach, how you doing? Mick
How you
Miller,
doing,
Fox
my man?
31. I'm doing well. How are you?
Good.
We see a lot of times that teams adopt the characteristics of their head coach. Have you
I
seen?
hope so. God, I hope so.
Have you seen your?
God,
players
I hope
adopt-
so.
Yeah.
God, I hope so. I hope so. That's what I want. I hope so. That's what I'm looking for.
Is it important to have the swagger along
You
with
can't
the
have
hard
swagger
work
when you
and put
when
those
you,
together?
You can't have swagger when you're not in shape. You can't have swagger when you don't know your assignments. You can't have swagger when you don't know your alignment. You can't have swagger when you're not confident that you're going to whoop that guy on the other side of you. You can't have swagger with those type of understandings. You can only have swagger when you're the dominant person out there and you're prepared and you're ready and you're willing. That's where the swagger come in. Swagger is confidence. That's all that is. It's like another word for confidence. And we're going to get there. Yes, sir.
Have you had a chance to think about just, even before you guys play the game, just the impact you've had on the program?
No, we ain't won a game. Ain't no impact right now. We ain't won a game. Impact to me is winning. Impact to me is changing lives. Impact to me is making someone smile, man, bringing peace to people that were in desolate situations. That's impact. The financial aspect of what's all going on, that's a blessing. Somebody's profiting really well, and I'm happy for that, especially this university, because they deserve it. And to display and to show what's here in your beloved city. I think that's a beautiful thing to bring that to fruition. I can't wait to the spring game. I'm looking really forward to that because I want to see the difference of the atmosphere and the feeling and the spirit of everything. I think I spoke to the School of Business yesterday, and it was phenomenal. I mean, those kids was hungry. Every darn kid had a pencil and a piece of paper and taking notes, and they were on every darn word, every thought, like everything I uttered. I mean, they were on it. They wanted it. I mean, I love that. And if we're going to change the game, that means the fans got to change too. So we want to impact them as well. We want them to be ready for us like we want to be ready for them.
And, you know, coming up to the spring game, what are you hoping to see? What are you hoping to
By that time, we'll know who's who. We already know who's who, but we're still giving a multitude of opportunities for guys to show that they could play at a certain level and reach the certain expectation that we have. And those guys that we feel like can, we want to make sure they could do it in front of company. That's an old hood saying, in front of company. That means with fans and pressure and an expectation. A lot of people, they fall short when that pressure's on them. We had some guys fall short today. We had some guys that come up big that hadn't showed us much in practice. But we're looking forward to that day. I think it's going to be a wonderful moment for this university. It's going to be a wonderful moment for this city. And I think a lot of people are going to prosper.
Could I just ask,
Yes, sir.
is there a story behind the cowboy hat?
I like cowboy hats. I like all hats. Like, I just wanted to get the cowboy stuff out first, so when I start wearing my hood hats, y'all ain't going to say nothing.
Hey, Coach. Jake Schwanitz, DMVR. Coach Hugh Freeze at Auburn suggested a few changes to the spring game format.
I said that 3 years ago.
Most notably, just playing other schools.
I said it 3 years ago. That's the smartest thing ever. I mean, you can't play the schools that could possibly be on your schedule, but I think it's a financial windfall for a lot of universities. You could go home in a way. It's a tremendous opportunity. We don't want to play against ourselves and bang each other up. We don't want to do that, but we want to put on a good show and give our fans the hope that they desire and they want to see. But I would love to do that. I said that at Jackson when we first got there. It don't make sense because you got a lot of other schools, like even 7-on-7 in off season. Why can't we go somewhere and play 7-on-7 or have, we need that. And the pass rushers need, one-on-ones as well. Like you like to see what you got or what you're going to have against someone else other than yourself. See, that's the problem. Sometimes you measure yourself based off what you have in camp, and sometimes that's not good. It's a false sense of advertisement. You think this guy's good because he's kicking everybody's butt in your camp. Well, shoot, your camp might not be good. You're going to get out there and see if Tarzan is really Tarzan or is he Jane. You want to see.
Hey, Coach. Richie Coslino with CBS.
How you doing, sir?
Good, man. How are you?
Good.
I just wanted to get your thoughts on the fact that the spring game is sold out.
Yeah.
It hasn't happened here recently, if you heard about that. And just the fact that there's national broadcasts broadcasting a spring game.
That's the way I think, man. It's supposed to be like that, isn't it?
You hope.
That's the way I think. I think my last stop, we did some things that hadn't been done. We broke some attendance records that have never been broken. Everywhere we played, it was a sellout, which was unfathomable in the HBCU field. That's the way we think. That's what we expect. We just want everyone to prepare themselves and step their games up so that when we do have company in town, we're ready. Like you guys, you write your best article, utter your most profound words on your podcast or on your daily shows. Everyone has an opportunity to be seen, to be noticed, to be recognized, to come up. That's all we're doing is shedding a darn light. It's on you to shine. This city's going to shine.
Do you think the national media is going to pick up on your story here at CBS?
Yeah. Why not? Why not? I mean, I don't understand why you're shocked or puzzled, or I don't see it. Excuse me? So you expected it then, right? No, you didn't. Whenever somebody turn their lip upside down, they don't expect nothing. How did you do that? Yeah, you didn't know me 5 months ago. Right, you kind of know me now. I appreciate you guys. God bless you all. And again, have a happy Easter and a blessed day.